Hi, good evening. Well, late in the night, but here is some big news, right? We know that the IPL teams have retained their respective players. They have retained a whole lot of players. Of course, there was some speculation. There was some news around who would retain who. Would Hardik Pandya be retained by Mumbai Indians? Would MS Dhoni be one of Chennai Super Kings top picks? There's a lot of debate. Who would Kolkata Knight Riders retain? Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan. They've had some stellar overseas performers from the West Indies over the years. But here is now we have a comprehensive final list. Of course, all the announcements were made officially over the course of the last several days, and here is then a complete breakdown of the kind of the list that we have for you. It's massive, right? It's massive news. We were looking forward not just to the IPL retention, but we were also looking forward to the mega auction, which will take place in a couple of months. But before that, here is at least 3 or 4 players who will definitely play for these 8 IPL teams. Of course, remember there are the Lucknow and the Ahmedabad franchisees as well who will come to the fore once these retentions have been confirmed. They've been confirmed now. The announcements have been made. I'll quickly go through the list. Mumbai Indians, the most successful team in IPL history. Rohit Sharma, obviously the first choice, 16 crore. Jasprit Bumrah, 12 crore. Surya Kumar Yadav, 8 crore. Kiran Pollard, 6 crore. That's for Mumbai Indians. No Hardik Pandya there. Delhi Capitals then, Rishabh Pant 16 crore, Aksar Patel 9 crore, Prithvi Shaw 7.5 crore, and Henrik Nokia 6.5 crore. That's those are the retained players for Delhi Capitals. Kolkata Knight Riders, Andre Russell 12 crore, Varun Chakravarti 8 crore, Venkatesh Iyer 8 crore. He made a massive impact in the second half of the IPL for KKR in the UAE, and of course also made his debut for India in that series against New Zealand. And Sunil Narayan, another West Indian, retained for 6 crore. No surprises there. Chennai Super Kings, no surprises, but Ravindra Jadeja became the first to be retained by CSK at 16 crore. MS Dhoni at 12 crore. Moeen Ali at 8 crore. And young Ruturaj Gaikwad, the orange cap winner from the 2021 season, has been retained for 6 crore. For Rajasthan Royals, it's Sanju Samson at 14 crore. Josh Butler at 10 crore. And Yashasvi Jaiswal at 4 crore there. Royal Challengers Bangalore, again, 3 detentions, not surprising at all. Virat Kohli, 15 crore, Glenn Maxwell, 11 crore, and Mohammad Siraj, 7 crore. Sunrisers Hyderabad, the news is obviously David Warner has not been retained, and we knew about it, right? David Warner himself wouldn't have wanted to stay back after everything that happened. He lost his captaincy, he lost his place in the playing 11, didn't even come to the ground for some of their games until you saw him cheering with the SRH flag sitting in the stands, not even in the dugout, remember. So Sunrisers Hyderabad, Kane Williamson, 14 crore, Abdul Samad 4 crore, Umran Malik 4 crore. So 2 uncapped players retained alongside Kane Williamson. No Rashid Khan, which means he will fetch some mega bucks in that mega auction. That's pretty interesting to note. Punjab Kings, again, unexpected lines. KL Rahul has decided not to stay with them. Remember, it's not just about the teams; it's also about the players who they want to stay with, whether they want to go into the open auction pool. So you have a lot of these preferences and options open for negotiation. And of course, the players, they decided some of them would make more at the IPL mega auction. Well, then this is the quick summary. Like I said, all these teams have been retained. All these players who have been retained, well, good luck to them. We obviously this also makes the auction much more exciting. Remember, no Shreyas Iyer for Delhi Capitals, no KL Rahul for Punjab Kings, no David Warner obviously for Sunrisers Hyderabad. The 2 new teams are out shopping for captains. Quite a few choices now for them, right? Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul. Shreyas Iyer was captain of Delhi Capitals before he was ruled out with an injury. KL Rahul has led from the front for Punjab Kings, has not quite managed to take them into the playoffs consistently, but it'll be interesting to see. And David Warner is also available. He will be available for the auction. So the 2 new teams looking for captains for the respective teams will be quite something to watch out for. Well, that's all that I have for you now. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll come back to you with more on the IPL auction and who is going to come up with which team. So we'll all figure out that. We'll figure all of that in due course. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll come back with more on not just the IPL auction, on how this auction is going to shape up, and also how the second test match is, how we're heading into the second test match, India versus New Zealand in Mumbai in a couple of days from now, the 3rd of December. How will these people look up to figure out whether when Virat Kohli comes back, who is going to be out, who's going to be in? It's going to be very, very interesting. Thank you so much for joining me. It is late in the night. Have a safe night. Have a good night, and see you all very, very soon with more on India versus New Zealand and the IPL auction and retention. Thank you so much, and do subscribe to Sports Radio while you're at it. Have a good night.